This next matchup is between EUROCANS and TRICKJUMP, with EUROCANS having Eugen, who I believe was using the nickname as Stefan at the beginning of the game, iPod, Karma, Menace, Oyakul, and Tights. TRICKJUMP had Fantasy, Kapot, Shaman, Shin, and Timberlina. Sherclock was using the fake nick as Brother Brax. The maps for this one were Adenest and Radar. There was a little bit of a delay at the beginning of the game, basically. The game was force started, and the EUROCANS team paused. And it was mainly because I believe Karma arrived at the event slightly late, so it was a bit late in setting up. And during the pause, he was just finishing off his like config setting up and everything being like comfortable. So it will start after the pause, which was 1 or 2 seconds after the game started. And like I said, the maps were Adenest and Radar. Enjoy the game. So we're going to have the unpause come in. The ally team are going to start streaming towards the objective. As TRICKJUMP are in their way. iPods is a medic. He's going to get a nade off on this right hand side. He is going to be able to take one guy down. They are starting to clear it out, and the TRICKJUMP team are going to kill out as well. So maybe a bit of room for an engineer to move in for that plant. And they don't have an engineer in position. And I think maybe one of the guys who was struggling, the connectors, was the engineer. That is a bit, it's going to be John actually. Plant should go down, no resistance from the TRICKJUMP team, and Sherclock's going to try and move in. Respawn's going to come in from the Axis, and we have got the Panzer in the hands of iPod. Oh, unlucky. He tried to hit the ramp. Should have tried to maybe just hit them in the face, and we could have got some really nice blast damage there. Push coming forward for the TRICKJUMP team. Let me see. We have Fantasy here. Here's the engineer. The team kills Sherclock there. The 1 bullet. First stage in the hands of EUROCANS, and they will get their hands on the CP pretty much for free because the TRICKJUMP team aren't going to be in position. They spawned in at the same time. Sherclock actually was, and they need to get the revive on the engineer. No revive came in. Did he manage to give? Big rifle comes out from Timberlina, and there's not going to be a CP build just yet. A lot of charge has gone in. John's going to close in for this, and he should be able to finish off. He's going to take some shots though, and the ally team will respawn at the CP. That was close. That was a close save from the allies. We've got the Axis now set up. Nice headshot comes out from Sherclock. Good damage on towards the rifle. Team kill revive comes in, and they're backing off already. Look at this. They've all gone to the window and inside the room, and you really only need to do this if things are going bad. Nice shooting from Tights. Panzer comes out. Don't know how it doesn't connect. The rifle is going to be able to take down the objective holder. Double K43 frag from Timberlina, and the objective has been returned. Push coming towards the room now. Nice shooting here from John. Needs to get that revive in. Okay. They're going to reset their attack. Not a bad idea. Don't want to get too many falls. And they are going to start clearing things out at the back. Menace just doing some blind rifle grenades in towards the back, trying to get lucky. He's used all his charge now. Not going to have anything for the window, but he is going to be able to get his hands on the objective. Loads up the rifle for the next push. And the TRICKJUMP team are going to have to make their way. We saw someone drop down that yesterday, and every time I see someone jump the gap, it just makes me think maybe they're gonna fall. It's gonna be the end of them. There's a little bit of pressure coming on from the spawn side. It's gonna distract a couple of the Axis players. We do know the objective is at CP. Maybe an MG for the blast doors. Don't see anything just yet. Push coming in from the ramp. Nice kill from Eugen. He is going to be able to on a little bit more damage to another, but TRICKJUMP seem to be folding here at the transmitter. Only 2 players alive. Shin and Kapot. Revive did come in. No revive for Shaman. Push coming down from the ally team. It is 3 players. Nice grenade comes out from Shin, but pretty much just on Kapot. Is he going to be able to get this? Are they going to be checking it? They are going to check it. Kapot, basically, that's all he could do was try and hide. And that is going to be it. Restart, please, admins. 3 minutes 48. That is a really nice time. And looking at the the stats. We do have 10 frags coming out from Tights, 8 from Eugen, 9 from Menace. And they did heavily outfrag them on the attack. 38 frags to 29, 6.4k damage to 5.6. And the nest is a bit quick, but I think that's the bonus. I think they kind of had. I'm not sure if they're forcing maps, but I think they sort of semi had to, because I think the rule on the map is you're only allowed to pick each map once, which is nice. So some games are going to be quicker. And what you'll have is you'll have the teams that think they're going to get. Lose a game pretty easily. Those games would generally be quicker maps like Adler-Nest and Frostbite in that sort of situation. I did see a Panzer. Who was the Panzer? iPods and Shin. We'll stick with Shin for the Panzer. Actually, no, we'll take iPod. The defensive Panzer's a bit got a bit more chance of getting a shot off that actually hits. Fight. So here comes the Panzer from iPod. Gonna get that off very early. Not gonna be able to connect anything. Maybe a bit too soon. You can wait. You can be patient. Double rifle comes out from Menace, and the Trick Jump team are being torn apart at the front of this first stage. I did hear some revives coming in. Double frag from Tights with the MP40, but they are still at the drop. One frag for the Trick Jump team on that push, and it is going to be fantasy to pick that up, but nice clear out from the EUROCANS team. And they only have to hold for just under 3.5 minutes, which is quite possible to do on this first stage. Your rifle has to be doing stuff, seemingly your Panzer has to be doing stuff. So you're going to be able to get frags. Shaman and Timberlina start getting frags to their name. Respawn's coming in of the ally team, and this could be good timing on the Axis spawn, as you do see them pushing down. The Axis are going to be respawning in just a second. Oh, the mine! That shouldn't have got a kill, and it got 2. And Oyakul doesn't know his luck there. Very fortunate with that kill. And that slowed down the ally push. Now they're locked back. Hans is going to come out. Does actually take down 1. I thought that he misplaced that shot. The revives will come in from the Trick Jump team, but they look, they're not getting past this line. There's like an invisible line from here across. They've yet to get there. They've yet to get across. Shaman nearly got across there. They need to get in. Here come the Trick Jump team. Yes, Shin sort of passed the line. But they're getting absolutely torn apart at the moment. This first stage is really nice from EUROCANS. Does look like they know their setup pretty well. Here come the frags for Trick Jump. No, 4 frags very quickly. Shin and Kapot picking up a 2-man apiece, and they really need to get this plant down. Kapot drops the dynamite, and it is going to be Sherlock with the triple frag. Nice saving Garand kill from Timberlina. The plant does go down. It's going to be Kapot to get that done. Nade up on towards the ramp, and I don't think the Axis is going to have the opportunity to push down for this. They might, because the 5 players killed out. Axis are going to be able to push down, and they're going for the defuse. John's on this. Oh, that was a throw. Menace with a huge 4-man frag as well, and the allies had positioning, and positioning is more important than ammo, in my opinion. Because obviously they had the ammo there, and they didn't do anything, because they couldn't. Not one player stayed alive to stop that push. So just over a minute left. Maybe another plant going down, as the dynamite has been dropped. Team Q actually comes in from John. He does take down one of the engineers. 5 players on this drop. We're going to make it very easy for Menace. And there comes Menace. Double frag comes out. Rifle grenade is going to be able to connect on one of them. And the plant is not going to be finished off. They need to push through the spawn. They don't have any other option. They have to try and put on some pressure on the spawn. And look at the Axis. They know. Why do we need to push? All we need to do is defend this spawn. And yeah, there we go. They made it look easy. I think Trick Jump helped them out quite a bit with that. So another defuse is going to come in. It is going to be a hold at the first stage. It was only about 3.5 minutes in the end. But these mines are your call. I don't know how they got killed. That 2-man kill was just abomination. So that's going to give them confidence, if I'm honest. EUROCANS team probably, it can be very hard to, if you're struggling to set up your PC, if people aren't ready, you know, people are just going to be kind of tilted. That they have to, they've basically been forced started on the game, and yeah. So we have Eugen tag up, which is nice to see. And then we are going to look at the frags. 22 from Menace. He went huge on that first stage. He hit loads of rifles. There was a 4-man spree on that 5-man kill out. And then obviously the fuses came in. And very even spread on the damage. And I'm not sure about the... yeah, just slightly out-fragged. Quite slightly out-fragged. Only slightly out-damaged. We are going to go to Radar as the second map. I'll update the scores on the screen. It is a 2-0 lead for EUROCANS coming into this one, and Radar is quite a team play based map, and we saw some nice teamwork from the EUROCANS guys in that game. See, when it comes to the maps, do you save your best map for the hardest team? So for instance, the money team could save their best map for Oxid, thinking, yeah, we could beat them on it. However, they could say, we're not likely to win that game. Let's save our best map for a team that we need to beat, i.e. a team that will be battling for the top 3 position. That would be probably a safer route. It depends how tactically their map choices coming in. And I like that map choice is tactical. As we're going to see Eugen push out towards this main area. Strike's going to come out. He is going to throw it long, and there's going to be a couple of strikes. The side strikes aren't going to be able to pick up too much, but Eugen's does. 2 frags come in. As the TRICKJUMP team again are going to get shut down on their respawn. CP has been built up by the TRICKJUMP team. Fantasy sort of protects his spawn a little, as the respawners are going to come in, make their way towards sides. Starts putting some pressure on towards his flag. As the push is going to come in, Timberlane is getting 1 kill. No backup from any medics just yet. As Sherlock's actually going to push in, and they should get their hands on the flag here. Nice push from TRICKJUMP. They need to get that plant down on main. Oh! That is an Axis player. iPod's going to try and do something at the flag. He was on short spawn. Plant has gone down at sides. Plant will start going down at main. So they have got that 3rd engineer. Who was that? That was Fantasy. There's someone on the other side of the door. There are 3 people on the other side of the door. Maybe someone else slightly out of position. They're like, iPod, you're meant to be at CP. So he's making his way there, and they have set up. A nice setup from the Axis team. Nice shooting from Tights. He is just going to throw an airstrike out, and that's just to get that quick blast off. And there's going to be a defuse on main as well. Nice work from Tights. But the grouping here is like really bad. If a Panzer came in, that would have been like a 3-man kill. So they need to be very aware of that. Someone needs to be at the back. 2 of the medics are in the same position at the moment. Yeah, this is where you need to be calm. All the way back here. That's it. He knows. The flag actually did get picked up. So the defuse was a bit of a setback. They need to replant main. Nice work. I guess that's going to be from EUROCANS. We, of course, were watching the main push on CP. And the flag has been reclaimed by the allied team. It doesn't look like they're going to go for a plant on main. And they need to. As EUROCANS actually pushes out main as they're planting. And they're making this main plant look hard. Which is probably one of the easiest things to do in the game. The push from Eugen and EUROCANS here. Very nice. It's hard to know which one to pick up. I think CP is still the best side to try and watch. Though they are going to come for the main plant now. Mines will be here. Could be a big one. Someone just strolls over this. Plant will go down the main, and they're going to have 5 players here, and they've got a suit, so they're going to be able to get their hands on the west objective if they just push through. But John has spotted them, and he's going to be giving the call to the CP defense, and he's all alone at these west parts. And he's going to get under pressure from 2 players in the trenches. Tights has no idea they're this far up. And EUROCANS going to get dropped as well. Brilliant 2 frags come out from Sherlock. And he's going to be able to pick up the objective. No mine in position. But have they... Oh, he didn't pick up the objective. And he's taking damage. Needs to get those packs out quickly. As Menace is in the trenches. The kill does come in from iPod, and that was a big fail. That was a big fail. And we've seen players miss the objective like 3 times in this tournament so far. I think they're just too quick on trying to get away. So the west parts have been returned. That was an opportunity, a very small opportunity for the trick jump team. And you are going to see the CP defense go back into position, but allies are already there. Timberlina's rifle grenade somehow not connecting. He does pick up a ground kill as he gets dropped. And here come the allied reinforcements. 3 players pushing in. Rifle in the hands of Menace. This could be big. It is going to be. It picks up 1. As it's going to be shut down. That was pretty much all he had to do. 2 frags coming in. I think that was maybe a couple full spawn there for the trick jump team. They do look kind of weakened. There's only a 3-man push by the looks of things. Yeah, they decide to kill out. They give up the spawn time. 4 players now making their way towards main. But they've got a Panzer going towards side in Fantasy, so very, very split on what they should be doing here. You don't waste the Panzer charge on side when you're pushing main. There's just no need. You maybe have 1 person hold side, so they don't push out and put mines down when you're pushing main. That could be it. They are going to be able to get their hands on west this time. Sherlock manages to pick it up. However, there was a mine in position. Shin's going to get his hands on the objective. Sherlock taking damage. The revives have come in. Maybe going to be able to make it away through main. And it is going to be Shin to run things home. And TRICKJUMP have made this look very, very strange. I think they've been struggling pretty much the entire game, but they managed to secure west in 5 minutes, and now EUROCANS are going to be scratching their heads on how they're going to have to defend this. It's going to be very difficult to defend east. Are they going to give up CP? So many choices. Not sure what happened on main. There wasn't much of a defense, and it does look like Kapot's been able to plant side and build it before anyone's got there from the Axis team. Nice work from Kapot. So we will have east become the main objective. We will probably have a 1 or 2-man defense on west, just to make sure they don't push through main. You're going to have that heavy 4-man defense on the east, at least, if not more. As we are seeing the crossfire on the top of the hill. Obviously the allies can push through main and push crossroads and go all the way around. It's very, it's not a very well practice defense here on east for attack or defense, although I guess allies have a bit more practice attacking. Nice headshots coming out from Menace, really nice showing. Menace playing rifle majority of the time, but he's showing that he can actually hit things with the gun too. And a bit of a wait for the next push from TRICKJUMP, and it does sound like a lot of players are going to be pushing this tank depot. Only 3 players spawning in at CP by the sounds of things. Push coming down main. Airstrike over the top from Fantasy. Respawn's going to come in from these guys at CP. That's Fantasy. Is actually going to be able to pick up 1. As Shin's going to try and get the nade in over the top. More frags coming in for TRICKJUMP. And they might be able to put on some pressure towards these pots. A little duel going on at main. Timberlina is going to come out on top. Kapot gets a double kill, making his way towards the east parts. Make that a triple. He's going to get his hands on the objective. But the respawning Axis come in, taking damage. Kapot trying to escape. And he's trying to jump up. I think he's out of sprint. And he's going to get closed in on iPod and Oyokul. Team Freedom trying to make their way towards the parts. And they are going to shut Kapot down, surely. Where's Kapot? He's still here somewhere. He has been shot in the back. No idea. I have no idea what's going on. I'm getting full spawns everywhere. It is very chaotic at the moment. His brother Brax, aka Sherlock, pushes around the back. The respawning Axis come in, and it's going to be a 3-man crossfire towards the back of the tank depot. Objective has been picked up, but there's pretty much Axis all around it. They are going to be able to secure it as well. Nice headshots from Karma. Or should I say headshot? It's that kill in with the Luger. Sharma picks up a double frag. They're going to try for the boost, but iPod's nade's going to shut that down. The objective is going to get picked up. Tights was like, I'm going to throw an airstrike just to be sure. I don't think the objective made it onto the road. It's still up top on the lip. That is a little bit easier to pick up if you go for that boost. But John is going to secure that. 3 minutes 42 seconds on the clock. And TRICKJUMP I think they should be able to get a time on the board. It's going to be a matter of time before they break it down. But have they got enough time? 3.5 minutes. This EUROCANS defense is holding strong. Starting to fall though. Revives will come in. Push coming around from the back of the tank depot. They were on pistols. Nade's going to come over the top to get some frags in. Capote, Shin, both picking up frags. Maybe a little bit of a pincer move. I think I saw some movement towards main. They have got quite a heavy defense on the roads. Have the oh, the nades. Yeah, I managed to dodge it. Maybe the objective's going to get picked up here. Did see someone get boosted. It is Shaman. Packs out. He's going to make it away as well. He is taking a lot of shots going up the hill, but he will be home free. And the Axis have to make their way towards the truck, as you do see them just running down the road. And they are going to be in position. No problem at all. We will stick with Shaman. I say we'll do that. Just to see if he's going to get surprised here. Should be good. No, he's all good. Let's see the truck. We have Tights and John making their way towards it. Two-man fake team is going to try and slow them down, but they didn't do too much. It looks like they've got quite a lot of players in position here at the truck. Maybe the entire team for EUROCANS. Looks like 5. Nice Gib comes out. It's going to be that 6-man team shut down to 4. And they are losing numbers. Need to get those revives in. The push coming from underneath the bridge. And it is going to be just on Tights. And there's no airstrikes, no artilleries. The respawn has come in, but it is going to be Shaman to secure that. That isn't a great time, but it looked really easy for EUROCANS for a long time. And then out of nowhere, TRICKJUMP just like get the objectives to remain. It looked like they had a chance a little bit earlier. Then they got the CP for free. And then EUROCANS held a pretty nice defense at East for as long as they could. It's very hard to do that. Just because you're not practiced there. They are going to come out slightly on top. Well, they probably came out a little bit more on top because Menace doesn't have the right hunk mix. We have 3.1k damage coming out from Tights. 21 frags for him as well. Across to the other team we have Shaman with the big frag, 16. And the damage going the way of Fantasy. He's 6 damage ahead of Shin. 10 minutes. They need to hold on for 10 minutes, 3 seconds. I think that's they're going to get that practice in. I think we're going to see a big push from EUROCANS side. Oh no, they're not. Generally, you see a lot of players, like in the last 20 seconds, they respawn and push exactly how they're going to push when they start the game. But they're going to do a big main push. They sold it to me. They sold me down the river. Big strike, though, comes out from Fantasy. He is going to be able to pick up 2, but he's all alone on the roads. In the middle of nowhere, he's absolutely annihilated. So I think Capote just got team damage there. Not sure what that was about. Gonna try and pick up Timberlina. Where are the allied team? What have they decided to do? 2 guys died from an airstrike and then they've reverted their attention to side and they have applied it. That's not a bad idea. You sort of sold the fake. A couple of guys would have jumped on towards truck, which actually happened. And then EUROCANS went towards side, which is empty. It's a nice plan. I like it. We see some teams do that. Sold me down the river, that's for sure. I was waiting at main. Where are they? Where are they?
They've constructed a command post.
So side has been blighted and blown. Nice headshots come out from Oyoko. But he is going to get flanked. 2 players behind, 3 players behind. They are going to die or kill out. Fantasy, I think, risking full here. And he has to get these kills. It's not going to happen. He's going to be out on full spawn. And so Shaman if he's not careful. Does have 2 players to deal with. Whoops out that Luger. Fortunately, he had a bit of support from Sherlock. And he will make his way towards that CP. And he's still going to give his life away. He doesn't want to hold on at CP. I'm not sure what that CP defense looks like. Ooh, nice rifle from Timberlina. Takes down Menace. Revive should come in. iPod's a little lost there. He's getting molested a little bit by Timberlina with the rifles and spam. And then the shots came in. Nice rifle comes out again. Does connect. Doesn't actually get the kill though. So Pans is gonna come out. iPod was taking shots and he was forced to vaporize himself on the wall. I won't blame him for that one. We are seeing Sherlock going quite aggressive up top, no need. As the allied team are just kind of just waiting. I think they want the Panzer to be here to do something. As you are going to see Shin and Timberlina both pick up a 2 frag each. Push is going to come in from the allied team, but Timberlina's rifle surely going to pick up some kills. As they're just going to go completely aggro the Axis team, picking up frags everywhere. But they're going to go maybe a bit too over... Oh no! What's happened, John? He's wasted his charge. Panzer does come out from Eugen. Reply rifle comes out from Timberlina, and I did hear some revives, and I think they managed to clear out the CP. This is extremely manic game. Double rifle comes out from Timberlina, but I think the CP did get destroyed. They are in position, the allied team, and there is John. He has been revived. I think his charge will probably be back in time. He did obviously waste his entire charge on that dynamite drop, and that could cost him. He hasn't got the CP because of that dynamite drop, but the revive comes in, and it manages to recharge enough. And Karma has made it in through the trenches. He's not going to be able to get that nade off. Did give away his position. No, Kapot has got the backup of Fantasy and Shaman, but I'm not sure if the Gib came in. Nice attempt by Karma. Yeah, at least distracted a couple of guys. They have got a 2-man defense on these east parts as Menace is going to get in that boost. You're not going to have too much of a fake defense at the moment. And it's going to be iPod to get in his hands on the objective. Well, he doesn't seem like he wants to take it. He has taken a lot of damage. He is going to be able to get away with it. Artillery has forced him onto this right-hand side. And that's actually a pretty easy way to go, because you have a lot of cover from the stairs. Let's track iPod. We did see, I think, Sherlock pushing through, so maybe that sneaky secure potential is coming in. I think you just heard Sherlock shoot. He is his position is known. 4 respawners for the allied team. iPod's going to push in with them, and he should be able to run it out. He is going to be able to secure those east parts, so just over 5 minutes remain to get those west parts in the back of the truck. And the landmine is going to do some damage here on the main push. Menace has decided to stay out for full. He is taking damage from Fantasy. He just needs to hold his position. And Sherlock spotted you there. It was a nice attempt from Menace. He just wanted to try and stay alive, but somehow some allied players have made it towards the back spawn. 2 players as iPod rips the head off of Timberlina. He has taken a lot of damage, and Shaman didn't see him. Fortunately, someone else did. Who saw that? Who was that? Shin? Where's Shin? Oh, he's over here. I was like, how did Shin? I didn't see any angle there. Nice jump comes in from Tights, and he is going to get his hands on the objective and get away. He didn't have his packs out, and he's going to get taken down. I'm not sure where the objective landed. It did land pretty much right next to where they secured it to. It does look like back spawn is pretty much on lockdown for the EUROCANS team. Shooting from main, and the Axis are really under a lot of pressure here on the west parts. There's going to be some players pushing through trenches. Nice shot comes out from Sherlock. The objective has been picked up from Tights, and he's making it away. The drop comes in, and we are going to see past the parcel come in as the revives is just going to come in. Tights is going to make it away towards the CP, still taking damage, and he makes it away. And the Axis team have to set up a truck now. And so we are going to see Tights reclaim that objective. Going to see what they can do to get into position at truck. They have got quite a heavy defense here, and it doesn't look like the Axis is going to be able to get here in time. We've got the mega angle. We can see Corridor on the respawn. There's the respawn. Here comes the push, and it's going to be Tights to run it home. I can't see the Axis getting there in time, and that is indeed going to be the claim. And the 4-0 victory. Fucking easy. Okay. 30 frags out from Shin. And 4.4k damage for Shin as well. Across to the other team, 26 frags going the way of John. We saw him hit some nice headshots. Tyson hitting some shots as well, 26, but 4.9k damage for John, aka Oh You're Cool. And that's gonna be the end of this game.